sweater or a blanket nearby you, and block also. So we're going to start today on our back. Bringing the soles of your feet together and just start hugging in the heels toward the pelvic bone. Use your elbows to open up through the inner thighs. Press the low back onto the ground. Stay here and just breathe. Feel into your breath, wherever it's at today. With no judgments, no expectations. Just feel into that breath. And try to keep opening up through the inner thighs, through the hip bones as you breathe. The breath moves through you. It's cleansing just like water. Now we're going to move this into a happy baby. So take those peace sign fingers around your big toes. You can keep your knees bent, or you can take your legs long and gently just rock, or stay where you're at. Breathe. And if it feels good, you can hold on to your whole foot. You don't have to just hold on to your big toe if you don't want to. I like to sometimes hold on to that whole big mound part of the foot. Keep breathing. 3 more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, take your hands behind your knees and rock yourself up. We're going to flip it around and come into a supine position. I think I'm actually going to take my sweater off right now. So we're going to stay in a plank pose just to get activated a little bit through the core. You can have your hands onto the ground, or you can bring your forearms down. Stay here for just a moment, thinking about that form, squeezing through the core, breathing. Squeeze even your glutes, your quads. We're going to take 5 deep breaths, and then we're going to release it down onto the earth. Keep breathing. 2 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, release the belly to the earth. Relax your head. Try to press your forehead to the surface, whether you stack your hands, make a pillow, or you can put your forehead on a block or the ground. Think about your belly button, your navel, sinking down into the earth. And think about how we all have that connectedness to the earth. We all have a belly button, and the belly button is connected to the tree of life, the placenta. So normally when we're flipped around, the earth is feeding us, but now we are feeding the earth. Feed the earth whatever it is. Remember, the earth can neutralize energy. It can turn whatever energy you give into it into something that's healthy, something beneficial. Don't think of good or bad, just think of nourishment. That we all have experiences in our life showing us what we don't want, which better allows us to see what we do want. And just let that energy seep into the earth. Breathe into it. 3 more deep breaths. On your next exhalation, take your hands low on your rib cage with your fingers pointed forward. Squeeze the elbows in toward each other and press into a cobra or an up dog. Whatever feels good for you, and then just move the head slightly from one side to the other, stretching out the abdominal muscles, keeping those shoulders away from your ears, lengthening through the spine, and remembering that the neck is part of your spine. Good, about 2 more breaths. And then find that neutral position with your chin in towards your chest and press into an extended arm child's pose. Let your knees widen. Let your forehead sink into the earth. Draw the belly in. Stretch out that low back. Breathe here, 5 deep breaths. One more deep breath in. On the exhalation, come tabletop position. You can move your knees in just a little bit, but you still want to have wide knees. Find that tabletop position and move through the cat-cow. But I want you to really think about what your body's saying to you. So don't just go in a sagittal type of motion. Also, I want you to move through the transverse, through the frontal planes, all the way around your body. Not just an up and down, a side to side, back and forth, all around type of motion. Loosen it up. Wake up those cerebral fluids. Move with the breath. And when you're ready, find a neutral flat spine with no arc through that low back. Inhale your right arm all the way up. Deep breath, reach, open up through that heart. Stretch even your fingers. And when you exhale, thread it under your left arm. Place your right shoulder onto the mat and then stretch. Breathe into this. Use that left hand to deepen the stretch, whether it stays where it's at. You extend through the fingers, or you could wrap it around and put it in the right pocket. Your right arm is long with the palm facing up. Keep opening up through that shoulder on the right side. Breathe. On your exhalation, that left hand's going to press back under the shoulder to reach you into tabletop position. Take a few more undulating movements through the spine, rounding and arcing. And find that flat tabletop back. Inhale the left arm up, reach. Deep breath into the heart. Exhale, thread that left arm under the right arm. With the arm stretched out, palm facing up. Your right hand can stay here. You could stretch through the fingers, or you could wrap it around and put it into the other pocket. We've got 5 deep breaths. Focusing on opening up through the shoulder. Good. One more deep breath. On the exhalation, that right hand is going to come under the right shoulder to press you into tabletop position. Curl your toes, press it into the downward facing dog, walk your dog. Loosen up any resistance. Take your time. Nice straight back, chin into the chest, belly in. Walk it out, breathe. Three more deep breaths if you feel like just staying in your downward facing dog. Whatever feels good, breathe through it. On your exhalation, release the knees into the earth, cross your legs behind you. And we're gonna start finding a comfortable seated position. So here's where I'm gonna grab that sweater again. Sorry, Shasta. Or if you want a blanket, something to just make you feel nice and cozy. I'm going to feel comfortable when we meditate, not so comfortable that you'll fall asleep, but definitely comfortable enough where you're fine for staying there for a while. And so I'm going to put a block under my seat bones just because we're all a little bit more tense on one side than the other, and it just helps to even out the playing fields here. So we have at least 10 minutes of meditation because we're in our meditation month. And I want to make sure we can get our full 10 minutes. So get comfortable seated. And we're going to start tapping through our energy centers. Allowing ourselves to make movements along the way too. So if there's anything that I don't guide you on that you feel guided to do, please do it so that we can try to resist the urge to move when we're actually meditating. So the karate chop is just the meaty part of the pinky side of your finger, waking up those energy centers. And I'm just going to talk through some things about meditation while we move through our energy centers. So meditation has so many benefits. The best time to meditate is either right when you wake up in the morning, when you're still in that dreamy light state and you just want to press the snooze button. That's a great time to meditate because you're already in that state anyways. And this is also what we're doing right now is another great time to meditate after all of the responsibilities of the day have passed and you're just allowing yourself to rest your mind. All right, and now so we're going to take our dominant hand. I'm right-handed. My dominant hand is my right hand and tap on the center of our forehead. Usually our dominant hand is also our giving hand. And the non-dominant hand is our receiving hand. So your dominant hand is the one you want to give the energy with. Giving that energy into your third eye, into your intuition. We are all intuitive beings. And you have the ability to tap into your intuitiveness as much or as little as you like. So we're just going to wake up that intuitive third eye. allowing us to see whatever we're ready to see, and thanking our intuition for bringing us the messages that we're ready to receive. And now taking both hands, tap on your temples. It's your bigger perspective of the world. And sometimes when we lose ourselves in the daily details of life, we have to step back and just remember there's a bigger perspective, there's a bigger picture. There's more than just this day, there's more than just this week, there's more than the month, there's more than just this year. There's more than just our city, our state, our country. There's more than just our planet. There's always something bigger than us that we can take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And now tapping both hands under your eyes and the side of your nose in your sinus area. And just breathing through this. Just love knowing no matter what is happening, we have the ability to control our breath. And the breath can help determine our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, our heart rate. The breath can do so much for us, and we are in control of that. And now tapping with your dominant hand under your nose, right above your lip. And just love knowing that no matter what, our body is working for us, whether we choose to think about it or not. We can choose to have involuntary or voluntary reactions. Our body's always there for us. Now, taking that dominant hand, lift up the chin, tap on the tip of the chin. Just love knowing you always have the ability to find something that feels good, no matter what's going on around you. There's something that you can focus on that feels okay, feels a little bit better. Keep striving for the better feeling thought. And now taking both hands, tap on the clavicle bone areas, a little bit into the center sternum area also. And we're just waking up that heart chakra, our lungs, thumping it out, creating more space, letting go of anything that you've been holding on to. Take a big deep breath in and sigh it out. You can do that as many times as you want. Clear up that throat. Let go of any resistance, any tension. And you can either wrap your arms around, or you can go same side, tap under the arms. Again, creating even more space, like water that has a new vessel. Breathe into it. And now top of the head on the crown chakra. Feeling connected to the divine wisdom of all that is. So below as above. Go deep down into the earth. And it helps us rise up even higher. Breathe into it. Now we're going to choose a comfortable position with our hands. So you could, the go-to is to just make a little ball in your lap. You could rest your hands on your legs. You could choose a mudra with your fingers together. Or one of my favorites is to just place my fingertips together at the center of my heart and stay here. And so just take any little last movements before we find a place of stillness within. Feeling grounded into the earth, connected into the universe, and finding that happy space in the middle in your heart. Just imagine surrounding you, beautiful ball of white energy. It's going to grow all around you, encompassing you in this beautiful white light energy. And then imagine that energy, that beautiful ball of white light energy, seeping down under your seat, like you're seated on top of that ball of white, beautiful, glowing energy. And you're perched up here, feeling grounded into the earth and connected into the universe. Perfect balance and harmony. And let that beautiful white light grow under you, as deep as it wants to go. And knowing that the deeper, beautiful energy is under you, it's able to grow up over you, surrounding you, protecting you, clearing any darkness. Just breathe here. That beautiful white energy below you, above you, within you. Thinking of the feeling of love. Pure, unconditional love. Bring that feeling into your heart center. Just meditate on that feeling of love. notice that your mind is drifting, keep bringing it back to your breath, to your heart center. Remembering that feeling of love. And start to bring your awareness back to the space around you. Go ahead and make any little movements you've been wanting to make. Moving the head side to side, move the fingers. When you're ready, inhaling both arms all the way up. Reach all the way up to the sky, lengthen through the spine, deep breath in. Exhale, twist one way with the arms coming down. The arms help you twist. Keep exhaling as you twist. When you're ready to inhale, inhale the arms up. Reach up, deep breath in. Exhale, twist the other way with the arms coming down. Twist, let out all of that air. And when you're ready to inhale, come back to center. Inhale the arms all the way up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring it into your heart center. Namaste.